Welcome to Prime View, the program that takes the views of Nigerians from all around the world, discuss them, and pose them to the politically exposed. I'm Spencer Anyewelo.
And I'm Mystic Verlaine. You're welcome.
They will use you people. Shut this gun. How many people can you shoot down here?
Protect our democracy.
How many people can you shoot down here?
Boma, we are waiting for you and your families as well, unless you guys are not Nigerian.
We are waiting for members. Let them come. We'll confront them. Don't worry.
We'll stand up for this democracy.
Let those bullets start coming out. Because we're not going anywhere.
We'll confront them very much.
The whole world is watching.
Good to see you. Welcome back again. We've just over 6 months to go before the 2019 elections. We can see that the politics is really heating up, and what happened the other day was, the whole world was watching. It was an embarrassment, and that's why we had today to bring in, someone into the studio to discuss and try and make sense of what happened. In the studio with us today, we have Charles Chukwuedo. He's an APC Chieftain, and you're welcome to the show, Charles.
Thanks for having me, Spencer.
Yes.
Thanks for having me.
And
thank you viewers for watching.
And via video link, we also have Mazi Dickson Iruegbu, an award-winning filmmaker and convener of celebrities for Atiku movement, and he's via video link in Abuja. And Mazi Dickson, can you hear me? You're welcome to the show. Can you hear me? Mazi Dickson. It seems we're having issues with connecting with the sound with him. Mazi Dickson, can you hear me? Anyway, we'll try and get him back as soon as we can. Our engineers will be working. But the topic of the show today is called, we termed it political vagabonds in power. I mean, with what happened and what transpired, a lot of people living all around the world were just disappointed, really. Our democracy should, with Nigeria being over nearly, in total 50 years since we had independence, well over 50 years, we expect a certain level of, maturity in our politics. But it's becoming, a bit of a joke, and people are wondering why is this becoming, going so. So I'd like to find out from you, Charles, since you're here in the studio with us, while we're waiting to get back with our video link. How do we make sense of what happened? What could you say about what happened? I mean, there's so many conspiracy theories about what happened and everything, but how do we? It doesn't make sense to us.
Yeah, good evening, viewers. First of all, let me start by saying that the events of I think it was on Tuesday 7th, isn't it?
Yes,
was regrettable. I want to, on behalf of my party, which is the great party APC, apologize to the world. It's most unfortunate the events of the 7th. However, some of us, we sort of saw this coming. What we saw on said 7th was just a group of amateur wannabe actors and actresses trying to play or art a script.
APC actors?
Sorry. Some
APC actors? Or?
No. So supposed members who were supposed to be members of APC, led by Senator Saraki.
Saraki is a PDP member now.
No.
Well, I was going to say,
Sarah,
are you sure now what you are trying to tell us? Because we want to actually base whatever we're discussing today on facts.
Okay. What I'm saying to you, you asked a question about the events of the what happened on 7th.
Yes.
Now, I'm saying to you that what happened on the 7th was stage managed by
the APC, or
not by the APC, by Saraki and his political cohorts, who just recently cross-carpeted from APC to PDP. So it was state managed. Saraki has been a thorn in the flesh to this government. These are people who are bent on frustrating this current administration. And this is not the first we've seen such. And there's more to come. 2019, politics during politics season is quite interesting in Nigerian politics, but not interesting to the world.
You see, what my problem, sorry to cut you short, what my problem is with what you just said.
Okay.
If this is state managed, the incident of him, the previous incident that happened recently about his house being barricaded and the other house was also state managed?
Of course it was. Of course it was. Of course it was. Who barricaded Saraki's house?
Well, he's still, that's why I'm asking your APC.
Yes.
Saraki's, as far as I'm concerned, as far as we are concerned, he is still APC.
No, he's not a PDP man.
Okay, now he's PDP.
You see.
When this happened, he was APC.
If you believe anything that comes out of Right Honorable Senator Saraki's mouth, that means you believe everything and anything. Saraki and his men are desperate politicians. They're desperados. And as we know, desperate people do what? Do desperate things.
But you know, I think I need to cut you out there for a minute. You know, because we knew that he decamped.
Okay.
And after his decamping, obviously the APC were not happy that he still wants to retain his seat. And the allegations which senators like Ben Murray Bruce brought to the awareness of the media that day was that obviously that there was a plot to impeach him. You know, so for you to come out and say that it's a plot on their side now, it looks funny, because obviously there's a motive for what happened to happen, really. Because the motive from the PDP's perspective is that, look, that he feels that constitutionally he's allowed to stay there. They need to get at least 73 senators to impeach him, you know, constitutionally. But he's still saying if they bring the 73 senators that can impeach him, then he will leave. But as long as they're not doing that, for now he's not going anywhere. So what we're saying is, what we saw from the rest of the, that's why he looked presidential in the end. You know, I don't know what's happening or whoever's behind this, but they're making Saraki look like a hero, really.
First of all, let me just start by saying that APC is a party that will respect and abide by the rule of law. There's a constitution in place, which is the 1999 Nigerian Constitution. The provisions are there on how you impeach the Senate president, if that is what the members want to do. There was no, if Saraki is to be impeached, it has to be done through the proper laid down legal provision.
That's what we're hoping.
So all these pokies, stories, people telling stories that there were plans in place, this is just, again, figment of the imagination. These guys continue to manufacture stories just to make APC look like a bad government. And we're saying the more they do this, the more they're making Nigerians, progressive Nigerians, who really mean well for Nigeria, they can see through these guys. They're desperate men. They're manufacturing lies, saying all sorts, just to tarnish the image of this government.
I'd say, see, surprisingly, you are now sitting here telling us they're manufacturing lies.
Yes.
Because they're defected or they've defected. These were the same people.
Could I just chip in?
Welcomed.
Mister, could I just say that?
Yes.
Actually, the defection did not take place recently.
Well,
the defection took place.
Officially.
No, sir. The defection did not take place recently. The defection took place the day Senator Saraki planned his coup and installed himself with 57 senators.
Well,
That was the day defection took place.
Well, APC,
Which was constitutional, though, because he only needed a simple majority to get that position.
No, that's not the point. What you're saying,
What's the
that
point?
Senator Saraki, if you have to start by looking at the antecedents of the man you're dealing with. This is a man who victory is in his blood. Why do I say that? Even as far back as 2014, the 2015 election, when he had finished his governorship tenure, and you know, the Saraki is a dynasty in Kwara State politics, and the father, Saraki, who was known as Oloye Saraki, wanted Memi Saraki, his sister, to be the next governor of.
Okay, sorry, can I interrupt you a bit? Because I think we got Mazi Iruegbu in Nigeria. Mazi, can you hear us?
Can you hear us?
Oh, perfect. We're glad to have you back. We already started without you.
Dickson.
And I'm somehow getting lost without having you on board. Now, we're talking about what happened, the recent incident in Nigeria. What happened with National Assembly, how the masked men of the DSS barricaded the whole area. Who was allowed in and who wasn't allowed in became an issue. And we have an APC member here, a solid APC member here, explaining to us it was stage managed by Saraki's camp. What do you have to say about that?
Thank you very much for the privilege of having me talk to you from Abuja, the Federal Capital Territory here in Nigeria. I'm very excited that Nigerians like you out there are excited also about the happenings back home in Nigeria. I'm excited that the world is watching and taking notes of the negatives and the positives. What is it that happened in the National Assembly? Simple. It was a coup. You know, the current administration of General Muhammadu Buhari, and I call him General deliberately because he hasn't changed. He's still a general, even though he's not wearing Babarika, he hasn't changed. The antecedents of General Muhammadu Buhari has been out there in the public domain. In 1982, when he stopped and took us backwards, you remember it was a democratic government that he came on board and, you know, sacked in the name of whatever he said was corruption or whatever that he was coming to fight. So what it is that happened the other day at the National Assembly was a repeat of the previous activities that we have known General Muhammadu Buhari.
Mazi, before you continue.
This is not a program about.
Mazi, before you continue, sorry, you used the word that it was a coup. It was a coup. Can you explain exactly what you meant by that? Who initiated it and who's plotting the coup?
Well, who initiated it? Well, the government in power will tell us eventually when they finish.
Sorry, my brother Mazi, good evening, sir. How is Abuja today, sir? Mazi, I think we lost Mazi in the program. We lost him. Is he there?
He's still there, but somehow the
Hello, Mazi, please.
Yeah,
Mazi, could I just add that this program, the topic of this program is not about Mr. President. Can we please stick to the subject matter? Because this is now being turned into a book.
Vagabonds.
Yes. So can we stick to the subject matter and not please leave the good man from Dara out of this? Please, sir. Fire away.
course it backfired. Nigerians.
Sorry, when
Okay. Yes.
the Mazi, I must stop you at this junction, sir.
Okay,
Mazi,
Let's
you
start.
when you there's certain words that are being used here. When you say there was a coup by the APC government to get rid of or to impeach Senator Saraki, we have it on good authority that what actually happened on the 7th of August was a stage managed drama orchestrated by Saraki and
Brother, what's your name again?
Chukwuedo, Charles Chukwuedo.
Chukwuedo, let me say this to you.
Yes, sir.
Propaganda cannot take you to leading the people the way they should be led. APC came to power through propaganda, and you're in government and you're still leading Nigeria from that point on.
Yeah, but
When you say APC came into power through propaganda, what exactly do you mean? Because Nigerians gave APC the mandate.
You said, hold on, my brother, so that we can communicate.
No problem, we're talking.
We'll be able to understand each other.
Okay, sir. Fire
You
away.
said you have it on good authority.
Yes.
It is not the business of government to allege. It is the good business of government to execute, to activate whatever it is you think you have on good authority. If you think that what was, witnessed at the National Assembly the other day, that it was actually a state
marriage, yeah.
well, what are you waiting for? Are you not the government in power? Or are you going to blame Jonathan again?
Dixon.
Okay, Mazi.
Dixon,
Mazi,
are you
listen.
aware of the report? Are you aware of the report by the Inspector General
let
of
him
Police,
talk, yeah?
Idris?
Let him talk,
Are you
Mazi.
aware of the recent report by Inspector General of Police, Idris? Have you perused that document? Have you perused the recent report? The Inspector General of Police just yesterday came up with a report on his findings of the unfortunate thing that happened on the 7th of August. Have you read that document, Mazi? Yes,
So
please.
you tell us, please tell us about tell the viewers, because if you've seen it and he hasn't,
No,
can you
I'm
tell the
asking you,
viewers?
Mazi, have you seen this report?
No, Mazi just said you should tell us
Okay,
about the
okay.
report.
The report
Okay.
Okay.
it's not our IG. It's the IG of It's Nigerian IG, not our IG. This is the problem. Government is a You're not going anywhere.
And you,
Mazi, you are not Mazi, you are not going anywhere.
Okay,
I can tell you that come 2019,
Yes.
Nigerians have taken a position. Nigerians would give Mr. President another opportunity to consolidate on the fantastic good works he has started.
Mr. Charles,
And I can
Mr. Charles, Mazi, can you hold on, Mazi?
Listen.
Mazi, Mr. Charles, one minute. Mr. Charles, 1 minute. Mazi, 1 minute. Because we picked up a point now. The particular report you're talking about, we're talking about what happened in National Assembly. That particular report, I personally, and the Nigerian, we want to know about that report because I don't know nothing about that report.
There's an interim report that came out a few days ago.
Yes, that's what we want to. Can we hear
I
it?
can explain what happened.
Please, go on.
The interim report by the Inspector General of the Police is quite a lengthy one. I have it in front of me. What the police Inspector General's it's an interim report, which means there's going to be a subsequent report. But what he concluded in the end was that from the investigations, right, so far, they have information from him, some confessions from the DG, former DG.
Lawadara.
Yeah, that the reason why they moved in was because they got some information about some people coming with some arms or to come and cause problems in the House of Assembly. So they moved in to. No, can I finish?
Mazi, wait.
Yeah. That's what the report says. It's there in public domain. They moved in to quell that, but from their investigation, from the police is saying this now, that they found out that the DSS was working in collusion with some politicians in high places. Now, subsequent investigations, which the VP said is going to be carried out, would reveal further. But this is what is being said at the moment, that the actions that happened was in connivance and in its conspiracy with some senators.
But those politicians were not mentioned.
So no names
was mentioned.
But they've got that information right now.
And Spencer, can I just say something, please? Mazi, you see, the bottom line, let's get to the fundamentals as to all the challenges that we're having in today's Nigerian political setting. And it boils down to one thing. You could go north, east, west. It boils down to an attempt by a group of politicians who are frustrated by this government determination to bury corruption. And what we're saying is corruption fighting back. Okay? That is what it boils down to. That is what it boils down to.
No, you see, when you talk about corruption...
I have a question for Mazi quickly.
Yeah.
Mazi, I have a question for you, though. Mazi, can you hear me quickly? I have a question for you. And the question this question I have for you is, now that you have Honorable Senator Saraki, as he's now decamped over to the PDP,
yeah.
Don't you think that the moral thing to do, morally, if you're a decent person, even in the UK or most countries in the world, by now he would have resigned. I know legally he could retain that position, but morally, yeah, why don't you think? No, why don't you think it's the right thing to do, that he should relinquish that crown that he saw in the family? You leave the family, you leave the crown. Why can't you do that?
Let me say this to you. First of all, the seats of President of the Senate and Deputy Senate President and Speaker and Deputy Speaker is not zoned or given to any political party. Once you get into the either green chamber or the red chamber, the Senate in the red chamber amongst themselves choose one person to lead them. Same applies to the House of Reps platform. So that the claim of APC that the Senate presidency seat is their crown is falsehood and is an aberration against the Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. If they want to sack Saraki, simple thing, they can assemble, they say they have majority. They can assemble that their majority, tell them what to do, and they will come to when the red chamber resumes, when the Senate or National Assembly resumes, they can come there and impeach it. But to say or make claims that the Senate president's seat is APC's crown because they're the government in power is a fallacy.
No, because sorry, you know, Dickson. Mazi Dickson.
Right? So those of you who are far away from Nigeria, you know, will know exactly what it is. Not being fed by the propaganda.
Mazi. On the issue of moral, that's
Okay, Mazi, can you wait? Mazi, can you wait? Hold on, let's hear Charles talk, yeah?
Mr. Spencer threw a question at you, which was, don't you think it's morally right that Senator Saraki should step down as the Senate President?
The ground norm in the land called Nigeria is the Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. And that Constitution gives clearly what anybody, you know, in this position should be able to do. The issue is that if the APC are aggrieved, they should assemble their members, which they claim to be in the majority, to impeach the Senate
Let him
President.
finish.
It has nothing to do with morals.
No, this is the case of Nigeria. That's what Nigerians are saying is the case of Nigeria.
And no one can change it. The only way to take off the Senate President is through impeachment. And that can simply be done by, you know, to top majority to top majority members of the Senate. So if you are talking of morals, that should be in church or mosque. We are discussing politics. And if anybody is outsmarted, what APC, the NGO, should do is get back to the table and reassemble their strategy.
Mazi, I must stop you at this junction. Mazi, you see, all Mazi is doing, Mazi, we all understand the party you represent, that you guys are morally bankrupt.
No. Okay, let me put something.
We are telling you what we know.
Mazi, wait.
We are telling you what we know. What we need to talk about. We need to talk about You guys lack.
Listen.
What are your moral standards?
Charles, wait.
You should do
Mazi,
the honorable thing and
Mazi,
step down. That is what
Mazi,
we're talking about.
Charles, hold on. Mazi, hold on. Listen. You see, the topic of today is political vagabonds. Listen, political vagabonds in power. And when we chose this topic, vagabonds meaning both parties, both APC and PDP. Get me right. I am the voice of an ordinary Nigerian crying out that we are tired of APC, PDP clashing and playing Maradona with us. And what do I mean? What happened in Senate? What happened in the National Assembly? What brought the whole thing was the video we watched. We watched that video. They blame Ben Bruce for lying. This side said it was a state managed by Saraki. My own is both PDP, APC. Tell us what is going on and how are we going to stop this rubbish?
What is going on is the government of the day is incompetent. Every day it is all about excuses. That's all we hear. When the X-Men were killing Nigerians here, the president of Nigeria told the world, when he came to England there, he told me it was Gaddafi boys.
Mazi, you are departing from the real issues. If you want to talk about competency, you're the wrong person to talk about competency. PDP is not in a position to tell Nigerians about competency. 16 years of PDP gave Nigerians nothing. We inherited a mess from your previous government. The mess we inherited are the things we're trying to deal with. These things will not happen overnight. Okay?
I can talk on that issue. I can talk on that issue.
I need to pose a question to Charles.
Yeah, okay, pose, go ahead.
Sorry, Mazi.
Mazi, hold on, sorry.
Charles, my question is, like, I think Mazi has pointed out one or two reasonable points. Really. Okay. And to me, why, like, to most observers, the way it looks is Saraki, Honorable Saraki has made his way into position. That left a bad taste in the mouths of many APC, the party as a whole, the party structure and the party chieftains and people. And subsequently, they've been very bitter for the past 3 years, and they've wanted him out, right? Now he made that move to the camp, right, to the PDP. Nigerians are saying, why don't you go with the constitutional provisions if you really want to impeach him? Because whether we like it or not, let me tell you the truth. What brought about this whole debacle and what made the whole politics tense was when Senator Akpabio defected.
Yes.
Right? That set the jitters in.
Yeah.
The PDP started thinking, Senator Akpabio, you know who he was. He was the minority leader. He was the number 3 man within the PDP. He knew everything. Suddenly, the whole plan is, what's going on here? Is it a plot to try and replace Saraki with him? So, and don't forget, a few days before that,
he was
the majority. I think it's the majority. An APC senator made strong comments about Saraki leaving that position. The party chairman made comments about that. There were successions of comments. So, to an ordinary Nigerian, you don't need to put two and two together to know that they want him out of there. So when you're seeing masked men, we've got balaclavas blocking the status or symbol of democracy in Nigeria, then
that was state managed by Senator Saraki.
But why would he do that?
Why won't he do that?
Why?
This is a man who is bent on giving this government a bad name. You see, these guys, when I mean these guys, what I call Saraki and his boys, they have been a thorn in the flesh of this government. Saraki is a desperate man. We all know that desperate people do desperate things. Okay? I talked about his emergence. How did Saraki become the Senate president of
Okay, if you ask, let me take you on that. Let me take you on that. 2015.
Let's talk about his emergence.
Yeah, 2015, I was in Nigeria.
Okay.
And I was APC. And when Saraki, whatever drama that happened that period, you see what I'm saying? Both APC and PDP, they're the same. They're the same.
Oh, APC is
10 and 10 pence.
We're very sorry.
I was there. When he, Mazi, you remember your statement that period in 2015. When we campaigned for change.
This
Yes, you told me that I took off. Yes, that's because I desperately fought for. I was one of those people that fought for Buhari to come in for that change.
I'm glad you're one of those who have repented, who have seen the light.
Yeah, I saw the light, but it doesn't mean that light took me to PDP. Can I finish? Can I land to where I'm coming from? I was one of the people that also went on national TV to talk against Saraki taking that position.
Very good.
But still, the APC, very good, all right?
Very good,
but then we had the top people there in APC. We had the president, we had the arms of government that could have, judicial arm that could have interceded that period. They did not. They allowed it.
No,
They embraced it. So why now are you coming to cry out?
It wasn't a question of, sorry, what, Mazi, please, Mazi, and it wasn't a case of, as I said, the defection that happened last week did not just happen last week. Saraki had never been an APC man, okay? Saraki wears an APC jersey during the day, and night times he dines with the political enemies. So for those of us, sorry, let me have my say, sir. So
Let
for
him
those
finish,
of us,
then you can talk.
the cross carpeting. In fact, when I told anybody that knows me knows that I'm a titular. But this week, I actually celebrated the best thing that happened to APC, because what has happened now is that the masquerade has finally unmasked himself. Now, bear in mind, APC was formed, or you could say given birth to, in February, I believe, February of 2013, which makes us how many years old? 5 years old. So what you're seeing here, using by your word vagabonds, is that we need, this is our first generation APC. And those politicians who crossed over to APC, believing that it was going to be business as usual, now realize that the political space under the good man of Dara, Mr. President, is no longer business as usual, where they share and carry Ghana must go amongst themselves. So the right thing to do is that they find out that that political space is not for them, and they've gone back to where they belong. So let them stay there. We're happy. Now
I say no to that, because some of us did not go there for that Ghana must go. I didn't support him for Ghana must go. So I say no to that. But what I'm trying to say is that so many things that were, no, you're going to talk in a minute, sir. So many things that were promised, so much that was promised.
And a lot has been done. A lot has been done.
Okay, but sorry, Mazi Dickson, can I ask you a question? Can you hear me properly?
Yes,
the question I have for you this time is, the question I have for you is this, yeah? On the 7th of August, because I was watching Nigeria, well, I must say, I was watching Channels Television, and on TV that day, while people were wondering what was going on, and while that was happening, Senator Ben Murray Bruce came on TV and made allegations that have been found out to be false. He alleged that there were APC members being led in through the back door, right, with a plan to impeach the Senate President, and it's come to the fore as well that the night before, that media houses, most of the media houses in Abuja, got text messages, right? Got text messages telling the media to come to the house of.
They were all assembled as early as 6:30 a.m. in the morning.
It looked, and what happened was, in the end, when they finally got into the house, there were no APC members in there. It was concluded, even PDP members have attested and confirmed that there were no APC members in there. So, to the ordinary eye, it looks like it looks funny to Nigerians. It looks like, why come on TV and make a bold statement such as, accusing the government of making such a plot? Meanwhile, Senator Abia wasn't on his way to Europe.
Mazi, can you answer that, please?
Clearly, if I will be given the time to respond, please, it will be good. What my brother in the studio can do is take notes rather than interject. Because
Mazi, please, sorry, Mazi, while you're talking, let him talk. Let him talk. Mazi, please, can you turn your computer, the volume of the computer down a bit? It's interfering here. Can you turn it down a bit?
Yes.
Okay, please, but let's allow him.
No problem. But if he's saying things that are not true,
you can actually make note and then talk about it.
National issue
Mazi, I must stop you again. Please, when you substitute the word treachery with smartness, you are lying to Nigerians. And this is what PDP continue to do. If Nigerians have had enough of your lies, it's time you start telling Nigerians the truth. PDP is a party that is sinking very soon.
in the affairs of his party in the National Assembly, who said he wanted to run a sole administratorship government, ran the government of Nigeria for 6 months without having a cabinet.
Okay, Mazi,
you are digressing from the point.
On this note,
please,
Mazi, hold on, Mazi,
Nigerians are watching you guys in your element.
Mazi, listen. Do you have any response to that? Because we'll be going on break in a short while.
Well, all I would say is that it's the typical PDP lies.
Okay.
And no matter how much lies you tell, Nigerians can see through you. Nigerians cannot wait for 2019 to vote President Muhammadu Buhari back into power for another 4 years. So I say to my friend in Abuja that there is no vacancy to 2023.
On that note, Mazi Dickson,
we are waiting. We will see what happens in your PDP. We will see what happens in your primaries.
We are not
have all this.
The
same free tree that Saraki brought into play. It will replace the same thing in PDP.
Okay. On that note,
this is all about.
Mazi Dickson, Iruegbu. On that note, we go on break. We'll take a short break. We'll be back.
Welcome to Koramo Lounge Pan-African Restaurant, bringing you the finest taste of African food to the heart of East London. Choose from a variety of Pan-African menu or try our point and kill fresh catfish. We are located in 308 Barking Road, East Ham, London, E6 3BA. For table bookings, birthday bookings, baby shower and private events, call us on 0203 302 6565. or 07532 789 480. Koramo Lounge.
A great product just landed in Africa to power your devices. A product with high performance and high durability. Fujitsu batteries, distributed by IQ Distributions. Fujitsu has both industrial and consumer battery types suitable for various devices. The consumer battery types include alkaline batteries, carbon zinc batteries, rechargeable batteries, lithium batteries to power devices like torchlight, wristwatch, mouse, cordless phone, remote, car remote, camera, calculator, radio, microphone, motherboard, keyboard, gamepad, toys, electric toothbrush, smoke detector and lots more. Reputable, reliable and result-oriented distributors are wanted in Nigeria, Ghana, South Africa and the entire sub-Saharan Africa region. To apply, simply visit www.iqdistributions.com. Complete the reseller application form, upload the required documents, and submit. Once your application is approved, you will be given access to make purchases on the website. For more details, contact us now. Fujitsu batteries, quality, engineered in Japan.
Welcome back. You're still tuned to Prime View a program where we take the views of the Nigerians all over the world, discuss them, pose them to the politically exposed. Last, where we stopped, we have via video link in Abuja, Mazi, Dickson, Iruegbu, BGM. And in the studio, we have Mr. Charles Chukwuedo. You're still welcome, sir.
Thank you.
And our phone line is going to be open in a few minutes. But before we do that, Mazi Iruegbu, are you still there? Okay, yes. Okay, yes, we're back on air. My question to you, Mazi, my major question to you, Mazi, now is, like, you know how upset I am or how annoyed I am right now about PDP and APC. The defection, it didn't start here today with APC defecting and all that. You have a principle that you represent. Alhaji Atiku Abubakar. Yeah? And I know you strongly believe in this man. Don't forget, he's also a product of defection.
It's a serial decampis.
So before we go, this same topic on Prime View, vagabonds, political vagabonds in power. What do you have to tell us about him before we open the lines? Yeah.
I think we should discuss as Nigerians. The first interest is this country, Nigeria. Nigeria is not a nation yet. Yes. Nigeria is like a group of nations desirous of nationhood. So when we discuss political parties, I want to put it on notice to you that whether APC, APGA, PDP, Labour Party...
YPP, because we haven't talked about the new parties. We have to talk about the new parties in a few minutes. So mention the new ones. It's almost... Yes.
I want you to understand that 2019 is not going to be about the political parties, neither PDP's problem or APC's problem.
Yes.
It's actually about the candidate.
Yes.
Our country has never been this divided. That is what we are looking for. A leader who can return our togetherness to us. We need to get Nigerians united again for the interest of Nigeria. It's not PDP or APC or any political party's problem.
Mazi, you already have that. Mazi, the question is, can you please talk about your principal, Atiku? That is the question. You keep digressing. Nigerians have never had it this good. The best thing that happened to Nigeria is President Muhammadu Buhari. He has done fantastically well for Nigerians. Let us stop these lies. The question is, talk about your principal, Atiku.
Okay, we have to take a call. Mazi, we have to take a call. We have a caller online. Mazi, we have to take a call.
Because you're digressing. The airtime is limited.
Gentlemen, we have to take a call. We have a call.
Let's talk about 16 years of PDP misrule. That is what we want to talk about.
Okay, listen, Mazi, please. Can we please discuss like adults? We had some calls coming in. We have a call coming in, Mazi, please. Let's find out some questions. Yeah.
Hello, welcome on Prime View. Hello.
Wait.
Hello. You're welcome on Prime. You're welcome on Prime View. Who's speaking, please?
Abidemi.
Oh, Bidemi.
Sorry.
What have you got to say about vagabonds in political vagabonds in power?
I appreciate the topics you're bringing up.
Yep.
But the problem is that these people that you interview, you're not asking them proper questions.
Okay. Okay.
The questions I want to ask them, what the APC system,
yes,
and he was in PDP.
Yes.
Most of the people they are fighting today, they are fighting.
Yes.
From PDP to APC. When you form the APC, when they get the money to form the APC, understand? They always say Buhari is innocent. Don't let them come there and start stealing people. They are all same people. With Buhari, Atiku, all of them, they have
Can I please react to?
Yes.
Is it?
Yeah, go ahead. Go ahead.
Yeah, Bidemi, good evening. Thanks for calling into the program.
Can I let me finish before you?
Okay, go on.
You have to be quick though, Bidemi.
Yeah, Bidemi, we have time. Yeah.
They have the same thing. We need to move this power. Like they are playing the things that they are not true. Nobody knows. I remember then, I'm part of people that campaigned for Buhari, that this Buhari is come. But when I now sit down back for this situation, I know that this Buhari, they're the same thing with Saraki. Because you look at Saraki, before they invite Saraki to have a finish, why are you quiet?
Okay, Bidemi, you have to go. Yeah, we got
the point. Thank you for calling. Thank you for
calling. Can I react to that?
Bidemi, thanks before you react to it, yes. Dickson, can you hear us here? Yeah.
Yeah, okay. Bidemi makes a very Bidemi makes a very interesting point. First of all, can I just say that
what Bidemi was just saying, which you didn't hear, is that both APC and Buhari, they're liable.
No, they're the same.
They're the same, yeah. Saraki, PDP and APC, they're all the same. Yeah. You know, that's what he was trying to say. So then Charles has a response to that.
Yeah, the point Bidemi made was quite a valid and.
Okay, he said he wants to respond to.
No, can I just? Yeah, first of all, let me just say that political prostitution, as we've seen in recent times, or what I call political herdsmen, okay, it's not in any way good for our democracy. But unfortunately, when you have a political, when you have a situation whereby our politicians don't play politics based on ideology. Rather, what they do is to look for platforms in which to propel and actualize their selfish or their ambitions. Rather. So Bidemi is right to say that we had an influx of politicians from the other side. Unfortunately for us, there are no constitutional restrictions into letting in or admitting people into a political party. Now, the good thing for me, as an APC man, is that eventually those people that came with their intention either to come and infect us with the PDP virus, they've now realized that APC is not a party for the looters.
Okay.
Sorry, I need to make this point. It's not a party for the looters. Buhari is a man of integrity, a man with a clean record. He promised Nigerian change. Nigerians are having change. No. Change will not happen overnight.
Okay.
Nigerians, the progressive Nigerians and technocrats,
that's what I don't want to hear.
This government under President Muhammadu Buhari is doing fantastically well.
Okay, Mazi, what do you have to say about it? Let Mazi come in and say, because we have other people that want to call in. Yes.
My brother Bidemi, thank you for the point you made. We're all Nigerians, all of us, whether you're PDP, whether you're APCA or YPP, we're all Nigerians. We will not go to England to bring people who will come and lead us in Nigeria. It will still be Nigerians that will lead Nigeria out of the womb.
Agreed.
Truth is that yes, we've had some crop of bad eggs amongst us. We've had some terrible leaders. Unfortunately, 2015 took us backwards. It took us backwards because while we were evolving, democracy is a process. It's not a destination. It's a journey. There's no bus stop where you get to and say that is the end of it. No, it's a journey. Even the process of events unfolding right now is still part of the journey. Some of the things that the government of the day is doing, they are going to be precedences that we use in the future. So we're not going to give up on our nation and just say, yes, PDP, APC, and all of them are the same. The only way to bring about change is for Nigerians to get involved. And Nigerians are getting involved. My brother there,
Mazi, let's I have a question.
Can I just quickly
I have a question.
Mazi.
No, I want us to deviate from this a little bit. Mazi, sorry. Mazi, we don't have enough time.
When
Mazi
talks about change, I want to reassure Mazi that the change Nigerians are looking for is definitely not PDP.
Okay, listen.
The 16 years of PDP mystery is still very fresh in the memories of Nigerians.
Mr. Charles, wait, Mazi, hold on. Mazi, hold on. You made a point.
PDP is not the change that Nigerians are looking for.
Can we not argue? Mazi, can you wait? Mazi.
Who is this man representing? This is an Atiku man.
Mazi, listen.
An Atiku that cannot even enter USA, cannot enter America. What are we talking about? This is the lie that they continue to lie to Nigerians.
Can we turn it down a bit? I have a question. Mazi, listen. Mazi, can you listen? Mazi, can you hear us? You don't have to get upset about this whole thing.
We are tired of your drama.
So that I can something. Mazi, listen. Mazi, listen. We don't have time. Mazi, listen.
Mazi wants to take over the normal typical PDP way.
We have a call as well.
I'm gonna listen. The call is coming in. Mazi. Unless I cut him off. Mazi, we have a call. We have to cut you down. We have to cut you off. Mazi, we'll cut you off.
What you are saying doesn't make sense. Let's talk about this matter. One, what these people are saying doesn't make sense at all.
Okay.
Why have you moved from PDP? You are saying that you are trying to get yourself out of these people. And have you moved from PDP to APC? Are they not the same people?
Yes.
Why you keep on saying the same thing? That's the reason why when Abacha was here, some people came out and said that Abacha is good for Nigeria. When Abacha was here, some people came out and said that Abacha should do their time. When you call it, Jonathan was there, people came out and defended.
Can I answer him? Can I answer? It's not Bidemi, it's somebody else. Huh?
It is Bidemi again.
Okay.
Bidemi, I think you have to. We have some other. I think we've taken
Bidemi,
I share your frustration
on the line as well, please.
Can I say something?
The PDP man there is just.
Can I say something? Yeah. Okay. Listen. What I have to say, viewers. We have PDP, we have APC, and like I said earlier on, I am a voice for an ordinary Nigerian. Let me hold on. Let's get this call first. Can you get it?
Hello, Prime View TV. Who's speaking, please?
Hello. My name is Augusta, calling from London.
Oh, hello, Augusta.
Yeah.
What have you got to say? You see the topic? You see the topic for the show today? It's political vagabonds in power. Yeah. What's your opinion?
Coming to that topic and watching the whole time what you people are discussing on the station, I should suggest that APC, PDP, they should give them for the youth to take over in Nigeria because they've done a lot of harm in Nigeria. Thank you.
So you saying you want them to? You want both parties out of the way? Yeah.
Yes, because they don't know what they're doing and they are leading us astray.
Okay.
Augusta.
No, let me.
Augusta, good evening. Thanks for calling into the program. When you say that APC should give way, and the changes that is happening in Nigeria in terms of good governance, the fight against corruption, now at least you know that there's a level of accountability and transparency in governance. Are these not positive signs?
Yeah, you only expose what you want to expose.
Yes.
There are still a lot of things that are not exposed in the country. So when you say accountability, where is the accountability, please?
Augusta, could I just ask a question, please, if you don't mind? When was the last time you were in Nigeria, you visited Nigeria?
I came back from Nigeria last day of May.
Fantastic. Now, I asked that question because some of us are exposed or have the privilege of knowing people who are in government. And then for me as a Nigerian, I think what has hindered us in terms of our political advancement has always been corruption. And when this government came on board, and one of their 3 pointers in terms of what they want to do is to fight corruption, the way the fight against corruption has gone has put a lot of smile in the face of many Nigerians. Take, for example, I'll tell you this for nothing today. For the first time in Nigeria, there's actually money for politicians to steal, but they're actually scared of stealing money because they know the consequences. Because they know that this government, when they say determined to fight corruption, they mean it with every bone of they mean it when they say that they're going to fight corruption. So don't you think that in itself is a good development?
Can I just
Yeah,
because we don't have a lot of time.
Please, can I answer?
Yes, please, Augusta.
Yeah, what I'm suggesting is that on the topic of saying that you are fighting corruption, there's accountability. But when the president himself was sick, he embarrassed the whole country by leaving the country and being abroad, spending so much money. And he did the same thing, I think, on the case of his son. And over the many important issues in the country, because you keep saying accountability, what of the tribal issues?
Mazi, are you still there?
I think she's still there.
We lost Augusta.
Okay. Let me say something to that, towards that.
Have we still got Mazi on the line?
Mazi, are you still there?
I'm here.
Okay. Okay. We got a caller, but we lost you there, so we lost her. But I'm just changing the topic a little bit.
Yeah, explain to her.
I know, but I'm trying for us to move ahead. There's so much to talk about, and we haven't actually hit. We almost run out of time.
Yeah.
What I'm trying to say here, like before the call came in, as the voice of an ordinary Nigerian, we are tired of the how do I call it, recycling.
Yes.
Of the old since 1960. It's either my father, my father's father, my brother, or my brother's uncle. We are tired of it. The youths are there now, ready. There's a bill they passed, not too young to run. So now we have these young parties coming up. But if you're listening, we have these young parties coming up. And these parties coming up, there's, call it whatever, there's Show Race Camp, there's Philandro Toye's camp, there's Kingsley Moralo's camp, although these people, there's even an Alistair Showode and all that. These boys, you don't think they should come together and then figure out how Nigeria can survive? Because what we're looking for now is survival of the fittest. PDP have tried, they failed. APC have tried and they have failed.
APC has not failed.
They have failed.
No,
I will tell you why. I will tell you why you failed. You talked about corruption when Mazi wasn't here. No, you said you were fighting corruption. Let me give you an example. Let me give you an example of where you didn't fight corruption. Drama came up. I call it a drama of shame. Sure of shame. That's what it was. Sorry, they're playing Maradona with Nigerians. It's about time we, the youth, the Nigerians, speak out.
Recently, the Honorable Minister of Information, Minister Lai Mohammed, one of the areas that the government has been tackling is what is tagged cyber terrorism, which is the lies that have been disseminated, fake news, yeah. And this is what PDP, you see.
Okay, what's fake news about what I said?
No. Because when you say, you mentioned about which of the
yes.
Akpabio. You mentioned
Yes.
You see, it's interesting that when APC, the same APC government that you add two former governors who cross-carpeted from PDP to APC, when they cross-carpeted, the rumor or the news was that they're going to get a soft landing. Okay? That they crossed over to save their political sins.
For refuge.
At the end of the day, what happened? We know that those two governors are behind bars.
In jail.
They're behind jail. So let us stop all this. Let's not stop playing politics with Nigerians. You see, it's more difficult to lose weight than to add it on. Okay? 16 years of PDP was hell for Nigerians. They got us into this mess. It was money.
You know that those agents actually were some of the corrupt people that we have in Nigeria. This government has lost everything that has to do with whatever it promised Nigerians. This government promised us that they were going to fight corruption. The SGM of the current administration took a process before he could be fired when he was found wanted. The current administration has happened around it.
Mazi, this is a typical and Mazi. Today you are in the studio in Mazi. Can you please stop? Mazi, can you please tell Nigerians? This evening you're in Abuja studio talking to us. You.
Collected back, and that's what we are fighting for. Atiku has the content required to fix Nigeria. What do we need? We need the economy to be revamped immediately on arrival. What do we need? We need the unity of Nigeria.
Mazi, you are backing the wrong horse. Nigeria will never vote Atiku. Nigeria will not vote a president that cannot even visit America. If I may ask, who is going to perform that surgery? Is it Atiku?
Mazi, okay. Mazi.
This is a typical PDP propaganda. It's going to take them anywhere.
Mazi, listen.
Mazi, sorry, can I just say this? Mazi, the bad news I have for you is that I'll be very surprised in the PDP primaries if your principal, Atiku, would even make it. Nigeria has gone beyond the politics of money. Where you think you bribe or you pay delegates, give them big money to get the ticket. I'm sorry, Atiku is a man who is going nowhere. This is a man who cannot even
Mazi, listen. Mazi, on a last note, Mazi, please.
And we're waiting.
Mazi.
We can see what will happen to PDP very soon. When you guys will scatter that party.
Mazi, we have a few minutes. Mazi.
Government, you do not. We're trying to fix. Sorry, we're trying to fix a lot of things that have gone wrong that we inherited from the previous government of 16 years of PDP. Now, these things will not happen overnight. As I always say to people, government is not a popularity contest. Government or governance is continuum, and Mr. President has done fantastically well, considering the things we inherited. For example, when we
Mazi, we're coming back to you. We're coming back to you.
So Nigerians know the Nigerians who mean well for Nigeria. They appreciate the good work that Mr. President has done, and they cannot wait. The PVC is already flying out that to vote for Mr. President come 2019. So there's no vacancy in Aso Rock for 2023.
Thank you very much.
So Mr. Mazi.
Thank you, Mr. Charles. And Mr. Mazi, please, can you give us your final thought? Just 1 minute. Okay, Mazi. Mazi Dickson, Iruegbu DGN. And salute. Can you give us your...
My parting shot is this, that never again shall we reinforce failure in Nigeria. Never again shall we give room to an incompetent leader to come and lead 180 intelligent people. Never again are we going to allow cow to have value more than human life in Nigeria. Never again are we going to allow an inept leader disunite Nigeria like we are experiencing right now. Never again are we going to have a leader who will go out to the international community and demarket the nation that he ought to be leading. Never again. We're not going to reinforce this failure, and Nigerians will speak in 2019. Take that home.
I just have a question for Mazi before you go.
No, the time is up. The time is up. So.
All right. Thank you. Thanks a lot for coming on the show. Mazi, Dickson, Iruegbu, we really appreciate your time today on the program. Apologies for the time you spent waiting and everything. And same goes to you for being with us. Yeah, same goes to you for being with us.
Thanks for having me.
Thank you very much for having me. And hopefully next time you'll be able to come.
Please feel free.
Thank you. And to Nigerians, you can see what's happening. We're telling Nigerians to start thinking. That's why we're doing this program, to get Nigerians to start thinking, you know, both home and abroad. And it's on social media. We're on Prime View Television on Facebook. We're on YouTube as well, Prime View Television. Keep every Fridays. We're trying to make it more regular now. Sorry for sometimes starting a bit late, but we're, you know, we're having some technical issues sometimes, you know. But please bear with us, and hopefully we'll be bringing you more of the politics, you know, right hitting politics. That, you know, get to talk freely with Nigerians and debate the issues, and that's what we're here. So till the next time, it's from me, Spencer Newellen. I'll say thank you for watching, and I'll see you later.
And myself, Mystic Marlene. Have a good night.
Welcome to Kurama Lounge Pan-African Restaurants, bringing you the finest taste of African food to the heart of East London. Choose from a variety of Pan-African menu or try our point and kill fresh catfish. We are located in 308 Barking Road, East Ham, London, E6 3BA. For table bookings, birthday bookings, baby shower and private events, call us on 0203 302 6565 or 07532 789 480. Kuramo Lounge. Welcome to Kuramo.
A great product just landed in Africa to power your devices. A product with high performance and high durability. Fujitsu batteries, distributed by IQ Distributions. Fujitsu has both industrial and consumer battery types suitable for various devices. The consumer battery types include alkaline batteries, carbon zinc batteries, rechargeable batteries, lithium batteries to power devices like torchlight, wristwatch, mouse, cordless phone, remote, car remote, camera, calculator, radio, microphone, motherboard, keyboard, gamepad, toys, electric toothbrush, smoke detector and lots more. Reputable, reliable and result-oriented distributors are wanted in Nigeria, Ghana, South Africa and the entire sub-Saharan Africa region. To apply, simply visit www.iqdistributions.com. Complete the reseller application form, upload the required documents, and submit. Once your application is approved, you will be given access to make purchases on the website. For more details, contact us now. Fujitsu batteries, quality, engineered in Japan.
Heritage Television. Promoting African culture and heritage at its best. From talk shows that concern you to both local and international news that relates to you. From grassroots football to African children's programs. Heritage Television. We cover your social and special events like weddings, birthdays, church anniversaries and so on, and broadcast them live on our apps and online. Heritage Television, broadcasting everything about culture and heritage. Heritage Television. We've got it covered. Do download our apps on both Android, iOS, and Windows mobile platform. Heritage Television, your very own TV station.